So one would call you a Democrat.
No, hell no. Look, there's different things for different reasons, right?
Would you be comfortable with a capitalist like Donald Trump being our president?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I like Donald, and he's smart. You know, like a lot of candidates and politicians, you vote for not what they say, but knowing that 99% of they say won't come true, what they'll do once they get it.
See who's going to follow through.
And do I think he's smart enough to figure that out and then just do the right thing after he's elected? Yes. And then Hillary and Bernie say, okay, tax the 1% and that'll pay for everything. Doesn't work, right? Won't work. You know, Hillary's pay for college. Her plan is ridiculous. It'll increase college costs, not reduce. You know, so they don't think them through.
You said, you know, Trump, I get it.
He's changing the tone of politics. You know, in the past, you had to be a Stepford candidate. You had to be perfect. You know, did you ever inhale? Oh no, I only inhaled. Right? Just you had to be perfect. Now Trump is the ultimate imperfect candidate, and I think the beauty of what he's doing isn't his policy or his positions, but he's making everybody else become more real. He's making them more honest. They're not as scripted, and I think that's good for politics.
You have a long history with Donald Trump.
That's my boy. Yeah. Kinda. You know, in person, he's nice. Here's what I do respect about Donald. I'm not saying vote for him, right? But there's something I do respect about him. Donald says what's on his mind, right? He's the guy that if we're sitting around talking at a bar, if we're at your birthday drinking champagne and having pink cake, he's going to say what's on his mind. So I respect the fact that he's the first politician to truly say what's on his mind, even if it's not politically correct.
You said Donald Trump, probably the best thing to happen to politics in a long, long time, yep. You said. Would you be Donald Trump's VP? I'm just going to jump right in.
Sure, I'd be VP for either candidate.
If Hillary Clinton decides that Elizabeth Warren is the one for her on the VP ticket,
then there's a good chance I vote for Donald Trump. I like to see corporate taxes much lower. I like to see inversions from companies moving be far fewer. So yeah, so from a corporate tax perspective, and you know, I agree with him. I like what he's doing from that perspective, and we'll see what he does on the personal side. But he's obviously had an impact on the economy, so he gets credit for that. People believe in what he's doing on the tax front. They believe, and I agree on the reduction of regulation. Not all regulation, EPA type stuff I don't agree with, but in some of it, the simplification of doing business I agree with. Reducing some of the bureaucracy and the lobbying rules. There's a lot of positives that are positives for business.